have is a metal plate, and we sprinkle on some sand. What you see here is completely formless. In other words, there's no pattern at all. Then we take a violin bow, and we're going to play the plate with the violin bow. You see a beautiful star appears on the plate. Now, that pattern that forms is basically the sound made visible, and it's kind of magic. And now watch what happens when we make this plate vibrate from an electronic piano. Isn't that neat?
John Stuart Reid of Keswick, England, is the co-inventor of a new instrument called the Cimascope. It converts sound into three-dimensional geometric images in water.
What's happening is the sound is actually compressing water molecules under the surface and actually creating a kind of lensing effect to allow light to bounce off those subsurface structures. So here you see that there's a pattern forming in the center. If I put my finger in, you can see what happens, that it actually disturbs the pattern completely. The pattern's now gone, it's gone into chaos. If I take my finger out again and leave it for a second or two to restabilize, you can see that the pattern starts to come back again. So that's really interesting, isn't it? Here we have the beautiful song of a humpback whale. Some of this geometry that we're seeing is just exquisitely beautiful. When we look at some of the other Cimascope images, we are seeing so many forms that resemble early life forms in the ocean.
The Cimascope may someday help us determine whether this is just a fascinating coincidence or new evolutionary biology.